everybody? How we doing? All right, we were gonna try this camera out and it's not working. Alrighty, so I was gonna try my GoPro here. This one up here. If you notice stuff, we're gonna give it a go. We'll see. We can always switch it around. We're gonna play some golf today. All right, what's going on, everybody? We are here. We're live. We're gonna play Austin Country Club, which is where they are actually at for the match play. I got the match play on right here, and we're gonna go through and play a little bit. So, getting ready for the season. That's something that we want to do. You know, it's important to be working on stuff, getting ready for the season, get ready for outside, and go from there. So you'll see a couple of things. I've got my DeWiz on. I do have that going. What I did with that, I did play a tournament. Well, it was a fun tournament. And I've had a lot of requests to show the data that I have from it. So I will do that. So a couple of things I'm working on. One, I'm working on getting my grip. Okay. Got to always do that. I think I talk about that a lot. We'll get it started. And I'll explain what DeWiz we're doing. But grip's going to be number one here for today. Oh, baby. First swing of the day. Right out of the gate. So you're going to see we've got DeWiz going. So one of the things that I wanted to point out, and this is always something that happens, is people always bring up, well, man, I can do it on the golf course. I can do it in practice. I want to look at my practice swings here. I hit like 3 balls with like a 7-iron before we played. See how I transition? You see how the green line is underneath the blue line? Like, that's what I'm going for. And then the moment I get out there and play, see how it goes to above. Green line is above the blue line. That is what I don't want to do. So we're going to be working on, all of that. And that's what we're doing here. We're going to have a big emphasis on just trying to make that part of the game stick. Because I wore the DeWiz during my... Again, it was like a fun tournament at a dome, but it was fine, right? It was like, okay, hey, this is that's what I was doing. All right, so we got to pitch out deep rough. Let's go 7-iron. Just kind of getting out. Stop. So Austin Country Club, they're doing the match play. Last year, the match play. I don't know what they're replacing with. I don't remember. But they are getting rid of it. And they're doing it because it is a hard event to sell. We do have the Sunday pins on, so maybe we'll see a few pins. Like I said, I've got it going right here. Good matches today. We got Burns versus Scheffler. I like Burns. I like Scheffler too. Very throwback player. Just figure out how to hit shots and do it, which I like. I think we need more of that. Not so mechanical. And Burns a little more mechanical, but he hits some shots too. He's a good putter too. Let's see. I was trying to play out of that rough. I chunked it a little. Ooh. Is that sand? It is. Okay. So from the sand, we're going to get that mat out. So again, as we're going through, big focuses right now is I don't necessarily need to play great in here. What I need to do is get some of the things. Oh, this is going to be brutal. So 12.4 to the left. We got to aim like over here and just trust it. So I want to get my grip good. So you can see I'm playing with a glove, which I don't do all the time. Playing with the glove. And so that's why I have my subscription with Red Rooster. I love the glove, but I like having extra gloves around. So this is like a practice glove that I note kind of where I need to be when I do my grip. Felt like I hit that pretty good. Bite. Oh no. But, and then from there, it's just using some of the tools that we have to learn, all right, this is when I'm swinging good. This is what this looks like. So I need to, so when I go outside and it's like, oh, it's a little different. Okay, so how is it different? That's the key. Short game's going to be a big one for me, trying to get this grip dialed in. That's too hard. Hit it. Thank you. Is getting this grip dialed in. That's a big reason we want it. Is I do need to I need to dial in my short game. If I can get a short game, we might do some things. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. This camera is driving me nuts. We are going to stop it. 1 second. Hello. Let's just throw in a working camera. A little behind the scenes magic for y'all. There we go. We got it. So that was my GoPro's last chance. I'm not going to be using it anymore. I said, all right, GoPro, you get one more chance. It's supposed to work, but it doesn't. All right, driver. Let's get the whiz going. Didn't do what I wanted to do. Hit it okay, but it's going to be right. Don't hit the path. Thank you. This is going to be a brutal shot. Left slope. So this course, you know, however you want to think of it, that was a better swing. I mean, 1.3 on that transition is not bad. But this course is, let's see, kind of brutal. 6 left, 228. This is awesome. Great little way to start the day. We're gonna go here. Problem is, yeah, this is kind of brutal. 9 down. Breaking news too, we do have a new iron in the bag. This is a 3 iron. It's a 17 degree though. This is from Sub 70. This is their new model of the 699U. So I got it kind of the shaft and everything redialed in. This is a even flow riptide, 6.5, 80 gram. Goal is to hit this thing off a tee like 220, 230. Like 220, 225, really. Oh no. We're going to be down where we saw. Did not hit that good. The ball just jumped up. No mulligans. Ball just jumped left, so I misjudged that. Okay, so let's try not to hit that club. Let's go. We're going to lay it up off of this. If I was playing in real life, I'd be laying it up. Okay. Good grip. That was a good swing. I like that one. Let's see what we get. I don't think we tracked that one though. I didn't set. So we won't get every shot on Wiz. I have to set before I swing. So, you know, which it doesn't happen every single time. So just be aware of that. 55. I was really dialed in on these again at our dome. So we were playing on Top Tracer. It was really just a fun tournament. But so you have to hit the wedges and stuff for putting. I was hitting some pretty good ones. So 55. There we go. Oh, thank you. We do have the green speeds at 13 as well. So we're off to a hot start here. But that's okay. Again, we're working on stuff. We're not playing any competitions or anything. Those are coming up soon. So we have to commit and practice to working on stuff. You know, I gotta spend some time on the course trying to do stuff. All right, let's see if we can get this one. That's closer. I hit it harder. In to out on the club path is good. The thing is, the grip adjustment is making it a little tough to close the face at the moment. let's see. So you can see that transition's still high, but it's not bad. You can see I still can generate an into-out path, 3.1 into-out from that. All right. Ball's going to start left. I should also note I do not like Pete Dye golf courses, which this is. They all feel like they're the same. And they're kind of outrageous. Good match play course, though. 178, down 9. I'm going to hit a 6. Really just trying to get it to the back part of the green. From the rough. You know, just rule 1 is carry the stuff, which we did, and then just kind of feed it into the green. Hopefully some slope there that helps us. Maybe a lot. That'd be nice. Get in there. So, you know, that's good. That's one thing when you're seeing like pros and stuff. So they're playing the LPGA championship this week. That's at my former course. You know, that's where I worked for a few years. And it is just interesting to see how much they change it up. It's very firm, very fast. And even the pros that are members there and stuff, the first day they struggled because they're just not used to seeing it like that. But what's cool is like everything runs, so everything is like you can get there, you hit it much farther, but then also you can feed the ball off slopes. But when it's slower, you can't. So I think that can hurt average players. Got a 7, we're going to draw it. I've got my target, so we're just going to close that stance up. Hit that pretty good. So I'm hitting a 7, 177, trying to get a couple extra yards. Oh, I hit that good. That was a bad bounce. Come on. Come on. Get in the circle. In the circle, please. There we go. It's going to get it. So I'm hitting a draw. That's going to go farther. Plus it's firm. You know, so we're trying to play that bounce a little bit. All right, let's see if we can bring it back. That's the next start. So here we want to look, where's the pin? So let's see if we glance it. Pin's in the back, so I can hit this ball up there. That's one of the interesting things about this course is like there are some short drivable holes. But you got to be very conscious of where the pin is. That changes the hole completely. So being in the back, I don't have to worry about like carrying anything. Hit that pretty good, but I drew that one. I actually hit and drew. Face was much better there, so that's good. That'll be a good one to look at numbers. So I got 159 ball speed, 109 club. My launch has been low, I've noticed, so I'm gonna have to look at that. I don't know if I want to change it or not. We'll kind of just have to decide. What I did on the, you know, so the big debate is always, oh, it's not correct or whatever. I was hitting it at top tracer with a range ball. I was hitting it, I was getting around. I got nothing above 160, and I was mainly around 155. Makes sense that it was slower because of the range ball. Still a little bit. The other thing I noticed was, like when I hit the ball, like when I hit it in here, and I'm hitting it off the toe, and it's going right, and I'm like, oh, would that gear affect or not? It wasn't. I was hitting exactly the shape I was. So that was good to see. Kind of bad to see because it means it's all on me, but it's good to see. Got a gap wedge here, out of the rough. Just a smooth one. Did not catch it all. Run. Run hard. Ah, man. Caught the slope the wrong way. So, didn't catch it all. This should be, I think, a par 5. We are playing the absolute back tees as well. So, trying to get used. When we play tournaments, usually play around 67, 6,800. Sometimes a little less if it's like a social event. But our competitive ones are definitely 67, 68. Nope, out of bounds. Scotty Scheffler territory. Gosh. Well, that's going to be a sim drop. Just struggling with the grip. Take our sim drop. Let's move it. One thing I would probably do on this hole if I was playing it in real life, if I can't get to a hole in 2, I'm not getting in a 600-yard hole in 2. I usually take like 3 wood because I'm much more accurate with it. But again, we're working stuff, so hit that one good. Just a little bit over it, but I hit it good. Get on the path. Okay. So working through the grip change, that's all, which is okay. We're gonna hit pitching wedge here. Should bounce a little bit. Should bounce a little bit coming through. So, and we're gonna try to play a little bit of a draw. Trying to play a draw to bounce it, but then I pulled it too. Distance would have been great. Would have been good. So then I was going to continue my story. Did go to, I got my clubs regripped. There's nothing nicer than the feeling. Also, I ended up going to Arcos. I want to try like an automatic tracker. Arcos has that link. I've heard good things. I mean, none of them are going to do great things as far as like getting it perfect. But, you know, trying to be like less on my phone and stuff during rounds. I'm liking the grip change on the short shots. That feels great. Like, I know that I didn't get in the zone, but that felt really good. So that's the big key is, you know, that's the stuff we're working on. But yeah, I just don't want to have to constantly like, oh, what did I do? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And we'll go back. All right, we got 211, down 5. I'm going to try to hit like a little baby cut. I'm going to hit a 5 because if I hit this good, it's going to come in flatter and it should run. So straight ahead with the club face. Just open the body, just swing away. I hit it really good, but I hit it off the toe slightly. See I didn't start it left enough. So that's good though. Again, we're working on it, so I like that. Man, these bunkers shots are weird. 5-6 left. Okay, so we've got that going. We got that going. And then, oh, the other thing is I went to get the clubs regripped and Golf Galaxy. I ended up trying the ZX5 out. So I'm doing that on TrackMan, which they have there. And that's a big hill. Should have gone with more, I think. I don't know if I could hit the 60 hard enough. Let's see, 14. So grip weaker. So if you can see that, weaker meaning that way, which means the right hand comes over too. That helps me keep the face open. So on short game, you really want that. The other thing it does is it actually gives me less control. So I can just, the club just swings, which is what I'm trying to do. I need the club head swinging. So like in my full swing, I get faster. But right now, because it's so new, it's just difficult. And the way I practice it is I use this guy. This is just from Amazon. These things, I use these in all my classes and stuff, and I say you should get them. So, you know, you can play with it. Since we're not playing a tournament, you know, we can throw it on there. And you can adjust it. Hey, I need to be a little stronger, a little weaker. But I keep this in the bag, and before every tournament, I do throw this on. so I can hit. Man, it's just so open feeling. But that's the way it goes. Okay? It's going to go so far right. Grip changes are fun. We're just going to sim drop it because I'm not going to be able to get out of here. Sim drop. Let's take it to the fairway. Accept it. Okay. So yeah, we're going to get out of there. So we'll take that off. But I sit here and work on this. I just sit on the couch without even a club and just do my grip to get used to it. So something to think about there too. Again, we gotta take the time. We do have to take the time. We should be able to cover that front. To put it in play and see what it feels like, right? And that's why the hard part has always been I got to go pay for a round of golf, and you know it's like I feel like I'm wasting money because I don't want to pay. Golf's not cheap, and I'm going to have to try and work on stuff, you know. And I hit that so good. Sorry, I'm just marveling on that shot. Kick left. I should have just aimed at it. But you know, so that was always the thing. And you know, I used to go play like that. That's why I used to work at courses all the time, and like in college, high school, all that stuff. I like that. That was a good one. And that was why, because I could go out after work. It didn't matter. I was like, all right, I'm going to play 3 holes and see what I can do. So that's what you did. And it was nice. All right, we got to kind of go upstairs with this one. Oh, it didn't come out right. I thought it would come out more right. But I overjudged the slope there. So, yeah, so you would go out and just play and like, all right, I'm going to do this. And it didn't matter. You obviously worked there, so you got to do this for free. And you didn't care about only playing 3 or 4 holes and all that stuff to try stuff. And so that made you better. And like when I was in college, they had this like cheap membership thing for college players or college kids. It was like $400 or $500. Oh, no. We're going to do this thing, huh? It's like $400 or $500. Same thing. Like you could walk. It was walking, but you could just go on this course. You never could make tee times, but it was all right. Like in the afternoons and stuff, in the evenings, you could just hop out there. So we all would do that. Man, that's a fast green, and go from there, right? So we're just, you know, again, it's just like, hey, I gotta try this stuff out there. I gotta see what it's like. I gotta push it because you're not gonna do it like you do on the range. You're relaxed and there's no trouble and all of that. So you don't care if you make 8s. In reality, we could be dropping golf balls. I don't want to do that. That's going to take forever. But you could set it up on a practice mode. I personally like to play it like a round. Like, all right, now I got to try it with driver. Now I got to try it with 4-iron. You know, kind of bouncing from club to club. You can try one once in a while, but there are some negatives to that too. All right, let's see if we can really get a draw here. That was it. Okay, we got the draw. You can see that ball came out. I don't even care where it went. Sweet. I'm going to be blocked out as all can be. But a little bit over still. Man, that's crazy. Okay. Doesn't feel like it. All right, so we're going to get it. It's just crazy how in practice I can get it. I mean, we're like stymied. So this is where in the sim world it doesn't matter. So again, kind of the same thing. It's like, all right, it doesn't, you know, I can drop. There are going to be times where you play rounds where you say like, all right, hey, I need to play like I'm practicing. So you wouldn't necessarily want to do this. Or you got, you know, I'm practicing like I would play a tournament. So for any of that, you know, you wouldn't want to do this. There we go. But again, we're just kind of looking at it and trying stuff out today. So let's see, 12 down. It's gonna run. So we got to just cover the number. So 200 down. So it's probably playing like 190 to cover. So I've got a 5 as we go. Let's see if we can get one drawing in there. Long hole. When this is the hole. These guys, if they can fly that bunker, it just kicks down to the right. By the way, the ball speed on that 160. I did get 160. So yeah, my TrackMan numbers when I did that, I got a couple over 160. That was with a new driver, new shaft. So I am looking into that. But numbers wise, everything was pretty similar. It was actually really similar. Not drawing. Face open. Gosh. Gonna have to work with that grip hard. But it feels good. I just gotta get it. It's not broke, I just gotta get it. Now I can't see. But yeah, so the only differences were like higher smash factor, but that's because TrackMan and FlightScope read differently. So you get higher smashes on a FlightScope, and you get it's because of oh, there was the tree in front of me, and that's because of how you that felt good. That's because of when it measures, hit it. When it measures, FlightScope is a little earlier. I mean, it's micros, but it matters. It's the collision of the ball really does matter. So you're getting some different numbers, but it's just off by like a mile an hour or two or something. Spins. TrackMan actually didn't read any of mine while I was there. They didn't have RCT balls. They had the stickers. So I thought that was odd for a golf store. But anyway, so we didn't get spin reads. They're all estimated. The only thing I would say is they have like a foot more of flight too. There's like 10 feet of flight or something, maybe 12. So that obviously helps. But just a ton more roll on TrackMan. You know, I'm carrying it like 275 when I absolutely crush it, and it's rolling out to like 306. Okay, I really tried to transition differently there. Oh, we did it. I don't even care where the ball went. There we go. See how that transition came in? Like it's like dead even. Holy cow, that's what that's got to feel like. Okay. We got something. We got something. So, yeah, I mean, the numbers are all, what I've learned is numbers are in the ballpark. They all are. It's just, I think some of that algorithm with the carry and stuff was the big difference. All right, now I'm excited. Let's see some of those numbers. So the numbers we're looking at, if you're just joining in, the DeWiz. I've got the watch on here. I really like this thing. What I'm trying to do today, we're not really playing for score or anything. We are playing for feels and trying to, you know, when I hit the ball, I'm hitting it good in practice when I'm hitting on the range. And if I'm just kind of messing around, it's like, oh yeah, cool. But I'm not swinging the same way as I am in practice when I play. So we're trying to bridge that gap today. And so I'm trying to use, this is where, oh, wrong club. I was like, man, I hit that good. I grabbed the 60. Hold on. That one we will mulligan. Let's mulligan that one because I really do want to see how far I hit that club. Because I hit that really good. So I meant to hit my 55. I was like, man, I hit that way too good to come up that short. So anyway, so we're trying to just put the numbers together. That's why I was so excited when they said, hey, this can go on course. You can play it in tournaments. You don't have your phone on, it just keeps tracking shots. So I did this in a recent kind of fun tournament we had, and I've got some tournaments coming up. I didn't hit that one as good. Well, we're gonna end up like in the exact same spot. They went like the same distance. But I can check out those swings. Hey, what's happening when I'm doing that? Now I'm coming here, and we're gonna practice it. And that's why we were kind of talking about, you know, working at a course. We got to do this. Now you get to do this with simulators, you know, by investing in one and having it. That to me is one of the best parts. Is like, hey, while I'm playing, you start to see like what happens, and it happens with everybody I teach. Um, you know, it happens with everybody I teach where it's like, okay, I can do it on the range, and then I go to the course, and it fails, which it does. It will. We're seeing that. You know, today I showed you my swings at the start. If you know go back to the beginning, see the first ones I had during practice. No problem getting what I want. We're gonna hit a 6. I feel like 5 is gonna go over. You know, no problem getting what I want. You get out here and play, it doesn't do it, and that's what I saw in my round. I didn't play bad in the round, but today is all about I don't care what I shoot. I care if I can do it. So we're trying to feel that out. Hit that pretty good. Let's see if it gets there. So I'm planning for the bounce. There we go. Good shot there. So that was a 6. Carried at 180. That's my distance. That is how far I hit this club, about maybe 185. Let's see that one. So you can see 1 inch. I find if I'm staying around 1 inch or less, if I can get to a negative transition, that's even better. The other thing I learned is with the hand speed. My hand speed like was dropping. It's like, hey, if your hands are moving slow, the club's gonna move slow. So I do got to get that up. I know pros are like closer to 19. I'm sitting around 17. Like I can max it out at like 17 and a half. All right, let's see if we can get this draw here. So I got the feel of how I want to transition with those hands. It's closer. It's hooking now. Got to control the face a little bit, but uh-oh. Let's see that one. At 1.9, it's closer. At least there's like the green and the blue are on top of each other. At least that's better. Let's see if we can just get out of here. Up. Oh shoot. Well, I get to do it again. I hit the wrong button. I normally don't play with the mulligans on because I'm playing the tournament rounds. Today I've turned it on, or last night I did while I was working on stuff. And now if I hit that button, there's a mulligan button. It's right next to the scout button. Well, so we get to try it again. That felt pretty decent. I like that. Get down there. Let's see those. Pretty good. Launch is still low. I swung slower there, so I'm not hitting it as far. But not bad. All right. Might as well. It's going to start right. Just a little bit and then draw. I think I figured it out. I don't care if it goes in the water. It's probably going to. Ooh, got saved. We're going to just play that like it is. That was a swing, though. 1 inch. Okay, so if we're hanging around 1 inch, we're okay. I don't like that. I can't... oh, it won't let me play it from there. Oh, well. So we're dropping. All right. This is a shot also I'm working on. So we found a feel. Let's see what that one looked like. So again, yeah, 1 inch. I think that was one from before. But we definitely are getting there. So I'm going to try a shot here. Because this is a shot I want to get better at. So again, we're just trying stuff. On a shot like this where I've got a ton of green and you know, it's kind of like up a slope and stuff. What I want to do is I want to try and pitch it and run and let it release out. So I'm going to put the ball back a little bit. Try to carry it maybe 30. and I've got my sand wedge, not my lob wedge, and play something like that. So I carried a 35, but that's a shot I want to play a little bit more instead of just grabbing the 60. One of my goals for this year is I do want to get back to just playing the game a little bit, and playing lower shots. I got kind of fancy. There's that 3-iron again, new one, sub 70. Their new 699U. So I'm excited about it. Hit that really good. So this will be good to tell. I'm trying to get like 220 to 225 out of this. And it's more for off the tee stuff. You know, I might hit it into a green, but it's a 17 degree, and it's meant to, my 3-wood's like 14 and a half. Driver's at 8. So, you know, I'm trying to get to like I want to have like an emergency club off the tee, or, you know, I don't want to have to, if it's like 230 to water or 235 where 3-wood's going in, I don't want to have to lay back with a 4-iron, which is like 210. That's too far back. All right, we're going to play this at the tower. Slope should take it to it. Good little sand wedge with the grip. Oh, geez. Pulled it onto the Sam Burns bridge. Well, we're going to mulligan it and hit it as part of the drop. So we're going to just take it back. Let's just re-hit it. We'll just try that one again. That was a bad swing. Not a great swing either. It's going to go in the water. This is the crazy hole. Oh, it's going to let us chip this one. It's going to come off right and then move left. Okay. So we're going to try it again. This is going to be like a sand wedge. This is where I want the ball really back. So if you can see it over here, I want it really back. You know, something like that. Oh, okay. Guess not. And something like that. I hit that pretty good. Now it's going to go left. And just play like something simple and running, right? I've gotten away from that. And, you know, my short game is so bad, or was so bad last year. I've done a ton of work on it this year. So, you know, we'll see. But I think that's going to be one thing. I got to just simplify things, go back to some basics, and build some confidence. So, all right, let's go. So again, if you're new, don't care about the score. Care about just making swings, getting a feel, trying to find feelings that I'll take to the course. And right now what I've got is when I get up here, I feel like I'm almost delaying, and I'm really setting that club and those hands back here. And those have been my best drives for sure. And once I started doing that, now I can turn it over. The only thing that's happened now, and I'll have to look at this, is you can see it. We're using DeWiz to kind of verify that. I like that one there. Let's just hit the 3-iron. We'll hit 3-wood. Why not? What the heck? We're using the DeWiz to kind of verify some feels, trying stuff out. The only thing is, the ball is launching lower, so it's kind of diving out of the air a touch. So I'm going to have to monitor that. I'm not going to switch anything yet, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. So, yeah, I'm liking what we got going, though. You can see these club pass, four into out. You know, somebody that tries to draw the ball a lot. That's what we're going for. And so we're just trying to get some feels that are actually going to work. So that's going to be it. All right. And I find when I look at DeWiz, I just like looking at the guy a little bit over there. Let's see here. 48. Let's see if we can get this feel. There we go. So I'm liking it. We're getting somewhere with that. To be able to turn that draw at 1.7. So we're getting better. We're not in like the 3-4 range anymore. So it takes some time, but we are getting there. So this is how I'm going to kind of play on course and do stuff. I'm going to be going through. I'm going to be breaking down rounds and practices and all that stuff. Trying to help you understand the process. You know, what's it mean to get better and all that. So this is probably too much club, but we're committed. Yep, too much club. It's going to bounce one hop over. Or just fly it. That was a 6. One thing is I'm getting longer with, so I think some of the speed work and stuff is working. Because I don't feel like I'm having to crush the ball to hit at these distances. But the angle I'm taking into it too. By coming in with this different hand path, I'm going to hit it a lot flatter, which for me is a good thing. So this one we're going to have to go up. Weak grip. Too hard. Good soft bounce. So we're changing everything. We're changing grip on everything. It's hard. You got to just keep doing it. You got to accept that it's just going to feel weird. And just keep doing it. Realize, hey, things will work out. All right, here we go. We found that draw. So nope. Gosh. That was the old me. See how it's getting higher, 2.6. Let's see that one. There we go. When I keep it under 2s for the most part. So we can't, this is like our last good driving hole. We're trying it again. Close. I got under it, but very close. 2, we're moving better, moving the right direction. So just got to keep doing it. I'm learning too, it's a lot about my transition. Just gotta feel like I'm pausing up at the top so I can get those hands to do what they need to do. Otherwise I get up here and then I'm just that way. Hit that really good. Still loving the 3-wood. Nice to have that club in the bag. 64. So this is another one. I want to play this. I really could just take a 60 and try to fly it back there, and it should stop. But it's a little risky if I don't get it right. So this is where I want to try to play this with a sand wedge, ball way back. We're going to try to land one like 40. That's too hard. No, not bad actually. It landed into a hill. Kind of the idea is play it a little bit lower so that it's, you know, so that it's working more like on the green, we'll say. I think that's a little bit safer way to play it. All right, I'm going to try to hit a 9 because we're going to try to draw this. So good grip. I don't know if I drew it. Did a little bit. So the draw should make it travel farther. Come on down the slope. Come on. I need a birdie. There we go. Sweet. So just getting used to it. So again, as we wrap it up, just hopefully just kind of showcasing you how I play, you know, using some tools. I'm trying to match up. I've got a, you know, the wearable tech, which is the DeWiz. I'm trying to match feels with what I'm seeing on the launch monitor. I'm liking the DeWiz because it's letting me, um, you know, it is letting me kind of see, you know, or it's more of a feel. If I'm struggling even more, or when I practice, I bring out the live view, which, by the way, if you have these eye range on live view, you can get these little bases, and this works for any camera, where it's got the little thread. So I love these because you can just stick it right on top. It's magnetic. So now it works. So they were on Amazon. All right, driver here. Pins in the front. Should still have a full shot in. It's going to hook, but that's the right idea. Let's see how that looked. Part of it, too, is my takeaway gets in. That's part of it. Well, we'll be working on it. You will be seeing us work on it. All right, we've got pitching wedge down 5. So how this rough. Big thing is we got to get it up and over the tree. Shouldn't be a problem, I don't think. Ball's going to come out left, so I'm going to aim right at the flag. Let it fall left, or let it go left to that big opening in the green. Hopefully the green moves it to the right. And I pulled it, so that's going to make it go left. Bounce hard right. We'll just get a 3-putt. Maybe it'll come off this slope. Nope. That's in like Rory hole-in-one territory. Not a bad swing though. Felt okay. Just getting a little over it as we go. So again, obviously not worried about the score. We are playing rounds to work on things and try stuff. You have to do that. That's part of the process. That's part of what you need to do to get better. It's always been tough to do because, you know, paying for rounds and stuff, you don't want to waste the round. I get that. But you do have to spend time trying stuff out on the course. You have to have rounds where it's like, hey, I'm not going to keep score. I'm going to try stuff. Now with the simulators, we get to do that. It's amazing how just throwing targets and trouble and all that stuff out there really makes a difference. So try those out. Do those the next couple of times, especially when you're in your simulators. Give it a go and start working on. Don't be shocked when you're doing things on the range, but then you try to play around and you do not do them. That is what will happen. Okay, so that is the big key, big takeaway. All right, so thanks everybody for tuning in. We're gonna have more, especially getting outside, so we'll see you then.